Hi, my name is Valerie Flynn. The backstory to Newt's Castle can best be described as an experiment gone wrong. Newton wanted to create an equally intelligent assistant as himself, able to help him create new experiments. Players take control of Uggo, the lab rat with a grudge, who antagonizes Newton by referring to him as Newt. This greatly offends Newton because his first experiment was to create a Newt smart enough to read and write. This short-lived project was also a failure because the Newt was not only not smart enough, but he drowned during the first day of testing. Newts Castle is a 3D side-scrolling platform action and puzzle game based on a push mechanic. With a side-view camera, the player controls the pawn with the ability to move left and right, plus jump over objects and obstacles. A mouse click allows the player to push objects forward, plus activate moving platforms. The primary challenge is to use the push ability the right way in order to overcome obstacles such as pits, walls, and enemies. Levels will have a running timer, tracking the player's progress on each level. This element provides replay challenges for players who seek a better completion time. Upon reaching the finish line, the time scoreboard for that level will be displayed, while the next level is loaded with new obstacles and new challenges.
Hello, my name is Terry Vallow, and I am a technical designer for Newts Castle. Along with Eric Robbins, our goal is to give the player a new and exciting weapon for the player to utilize in our game. Imagine a weapon that is so powerful it could shape the landscape, the way the players play. Take that same said weapon and have it affect geometry, physics, pawns, and gives the player an ultimate way to play the game. Newts Castle is going to have a unique single mechanic gameplay approach, and it is centered on the push mechanic. Push is a weapon just as it sounds. The player will be pushing objects around to get to their main objective. It allows the player to traverse the entire platform and change geometry with puzzles, apex actors, and heavy use of physics-based objects, such as debris. Push will have a unique approach as it is something that can physically change the level, whether it is pushing a ball into a hole to open a drawbridge, or knocking an enemy off a platform because you did not like the way he looked at you. However you see it, push will entertain.
Hello, my name is Eric Robbins, technical designer for Newts Castle. I would like to talk about the scripts and other technical aspects of Newts Castle. First off, the majority of our mechanics are done using custom Unreal scripts. We have created a new pawn class, HUD class, placeable item classes, a weapon class to handle the push mechanic, new AI classes, and new placeable physics objects, as well as many others. With 20 plus custom scripts already, and many more to come, the behind-the-scenes infrastructure will be very important to our game. Together with Terry Vallow, I share the unique task of ensuring that our game functions as intended and performs well under pressure. It is our goal to provide our level designers with the tools that they need to make the best possible end-user experience. This is close to our hearts as we'll be doing the level designing as well. We will achieve this by building functionality into our scripts that allow for level designers to create and adjust variables on the fly in the editor to get more functionality out of the script classes we create. Thanks for listening. I've been Eric Robbins.
Hey, this is Kevin Party here on Newts Castle talking about our puzzle inspiration. When we're designing puzzles for Newts Castle, we draw inspiration from a few areas. One of those is a domino style effect. We always try to keep this in mind when we're designing puzzles. We want the player to, when they're solving the puzzle, set up a chain of events. They set up each piece of the domino and then they just knock it all over and solve the puzzle essentially. And this is also mixed with another inspiration of physics. We really want the puzzles to heavily revolve around physics and how the player interacts with it with their push ability and how all the objects fall together. We also want to mix in platforming. This will make puzzles not only difficult to solve but difficult to execute. We want it to basically say, hey, alright, yeah, you figured out how to do the puzzle, but now you have to actually do it. You have to actually execute getting through this puzzle. That is essentially the direction we are going for when we are designing puzzles on Newts Castle.
Hi, I'm Chris Stutzman and I'm taking on the role of team lead for Newts Castle. We chose to incorporate Isaac Newton's laws of motion into Newts Castle because it provides a solid groundwork for our push mechanic. His 3 basic laws of motion, used along with the 6 simple machines of science, are the fundamentals to our game design. A couple of examples of our puzzles in execution are using inclined planes, along with the push ability, in order to make puzzle objects reach their desired area in a level under specific time constraints. Another puzzle may feature a wedge, lever, and wheel that will work together when pushed. Pushing the lever will set the wheel in motion that will ultimately collide with the wedge in order to pry open the door for the player. This is just a glimpse of our game, Newts Castle. We hope to have given you a better understanding of the game we are creating and where we hope to be 3 months from now. We will soon be recruiting artists and sound designers to our team in order to make a more complete and enjoyable experience for our players. If you or anyone you know is interested in helping us with our art or sound assets, feel free to contact us at newtscastle@gmail.com or on Twitter at Newts Castle. On behalf of the entire Newts Castle team, we thank you for your time and support. Have a good night.